Welcome everyone. In the last video presentation I was speaking about the paradoxes that in 99% where there is the biggest potential, we cannot really see it, we cannot really touch it, we cannot really feel it in some or the other way. But the 99% is a place where we should connect with. We are in the 1% reality, when there is pain, when there is chaos, and when we feel something or we experience something or we can touch something or see something or hear, we say, yeah, that's true. That's the only way we can really do business. We can fulfill ourselves. So that was the first paradox. The second paradox was that in order to reveal this 99%, we need in our world egoistical reactive desire. We need that. Without this, the atom, the intelligent energy cannot be revealed. Why? Because in 99% there is no desire, there is no pain, there is no lack, there is no fulfillment, materialistic fulfillment. So in order to be materialized physically, we need our world, and in our world we need lack, we need desire. So the desire was created in order to reveal the potential. But the problem is, again, and that's the second paradox, that on this desire we should do the restriction. Why? Because how can we join together plus and minus? How can we touch them together? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't fit that way. Nobody wants these two opposite sides together. It will not feel each other and fit. So therefore we have 10 dimensions, and there is a way of restriction towards it, that once the desire for a self alone is being purified, then we can connect, and then we can 99% together with the 1%. So there are a few paradoxes about our desires and the feeling which we get, the desire when it's awakened in us sometimes, and that's another paradox I'm going to talk about it today, could be not giving, because we think that if we give, if we share, perhaps it's giving, perhaps it's something that I'm give away. And when we run away, if we don't want something, this is for us, oh, I'm not taking. Well, perhaps this is actually taking. So it's another paradox I would like to talk to you today. Now, to start with, I would like to share with you an idea. Let's talk about a child which is 4, 5, 6 years old. We know that children, they have no, in inverted commas, sins. There is no blockages. They don't cheat, they don't lie, they don't do these bad things that adults do. So we say they are closest to God. They are closest to this energy. They see more, they feel better, they speak something which is closest to God. And that's true. So the question is, if this is true, why we don't listen to children? Why we don't listen to children if we know they are closest to God? We say, no, you are not right. We know better. Don't do this, we know better. We do this. So why we say that they are closest to God, they have this huge potential, but this potential is not being revealed. Why? Because there is no clay, there is no spiritual vessel, there is no restriction by children do. Children don't do restriction. They will start doing restriction since the age of 12 for girls and 13 for boys, but not when they are children. Therefore, adults are more stupid, I would say, and more naive than children are. Why? Why? We should have it much more. We as adults should have 99% plus 1. Why we don't have it? Why we suffer? Why we suffer? Why we are not happy? Why we are not fulfilled? Why? Because we don't have still the vessel. We don't have still the spiritual vessel created by restriction. We don't do that. We don't do. Therefore, we suffer. So, what we really think that when there is an item in our life, I would say it's a light bulb, and the light bulb it consists of plus and minus or whatever there is, and we know that the energy goes and it's revealed because of this minus and the plus, And of course, there is a restriction in the middle. But we know that in order to give the energy, the minus and plus is required. It is required, but it doesn't give the energy. It doesn't give the light. Why? Why not? People say, no, hold on a second. We know that the minus is necessary. It is. But the minus, by the restriction, it's transformed into plus. Two pluses actually give the circle and give the energy. We think it's not the way. We think that minus is minus and that's it. So the minus, it's Ephron. The minus, it's what I desire. If I desire something, I don't care what other people say. I don't care about them. I don't care. I need, it's my desire. It's me. I want. Okay. And you know what? And we get it. We get it. We get the sex. We get money. We get alcohol. Whatever there is. We got a fancy house or car. Yes. Yes, we get it. Because we want. And that's the left side. That's minus. But then what is happening? What is happening next? We get it. We have it for a week, for a month, for two. And then we feel lack again. If not sooner. We feel pain again, and we have another desire, and we say, well, hold on a second, I fulfill one desire, now I need more. Of course, that we should have more. But it's like a vicious circle. We don't feel fulfilled by having the first thing, because we just have this minus. We don't transform this minus. So we get the energy, and what happens when we put the minus and plus? Boom, that's it. The light is gone. The light bulb burned out and that's it. And the same is in our life. Because we don't transform this minus. We should have this minus. The minus is required. The ego is required. Without ego, there cannot be revealment of the atoms. Revealment in the way of cars, houses, love, technology. But what really reveals for a long time, for a long period, for a long fulfillment? Restriction. Restriction. The bigger the restriction in the light bulb, the bigger energy it gives. So the paradox we have today, and I would like to talk about, is that the restriction we do sometimes for us, it's not the restriction. It's actually, it's taking. So if I feel pain, if I feel lack, if I feel doubt, and I have really doubt, like I don't know what I'm going to do tomorrow if I don't have it today, then I am experiencing 1%. I am experiencing this word. I am experiencing this pain, this problem. Ephron was experiencing the same when he was selling the land. Whatever he felt, whatever he saw, whatever he was thinking about, whatever his desire and emotions were, was 1%. He had to get rid of this land for some reason. We don't know why. He just knew. But Abraham said what he's doing. You know, we could say that. So if we have this, if we really believe, and what are we going to do if we feel this lack, if we feel this pain, if I don't want to talk to someone because it takes my time? What do? I omit this. I don't want to experience this. I don't want to deal with this. I want to run from that. I don't want to see this. Nothing. So I'm saying, look, I'm not taking from anyone anything. I'm not thinking. I'm not talking. I'm not giving. Just leave me alone. You see, I'm not taking anything. So if I don't take, what is the problem? You see, we don't take, but this is taking. And that's the problem. We don't take, but this is taking. Because we don't want to experience and transform this minus. We don't want to do that because we feel pain or potential pain. So if we feel that, even if I don't physically take, because I'm running, it's taking. So I cannot transform this minus. I cannot transform my desire. I cannot. So what is the first step, we would say? What is the first step to transform this desire, to transform this, whatever that is in us? It's to have the feeling of fulfillment. It's required. How can I get the feeling of fulfillment? The feeling of fulfillment, how can I build that feeling of fulfillment? I cannot do that. I'm afraid. So in order to build that feeling of fulfillment, it's to do action in this world. I need to do the action in this world. I need to go. I need to talk. I need to face this with the intention that I am building, I am connecting with 99%. So once I am doing the action in this world, I'm doing the action, I am generating, slowly, I am generating the feeling that I am grateful. So let's say I'm going for a diet. And if I am on diet for a long time, 1, 2nd, 3rd, 4th year, I really generated the true feeling that I am grateful for the diet. If I am on a diet for a week or 2 or a month, then people put the weight back. Why? They are grateful too. But is it really grateful or is it just the word? So first of all, we need to work on this word. We need to do the restriction on food, on our desire, whatever we want. And I am generating the feeling that I am fulfilled. So by doing action, by feeling I am fulfilled on my desire, straight away I do restriction. So I feel that I want to do something. I feel that I want to say something. I feel that I want to accomplish something. It's something, all right, that's okay. But I need to do the restriction right away. I need to say no to these things. Or yes, it depends on. On the desire, in the first place, I should do the restriction on this desire, and then I should do whatever I can to strengthening the desire, to strengthening the restriction. But first thing, what is the first thing? The first thing is, I get the desire. So if I get the desire, I need to restrict this desire. I need to restrict, I need to be closer to the 99%. This is what I need. And then do action. Whatever there is, action of sharing, for example. That's the way we're supposed to work. We're supposed to see the paradoxes in our life, that sometimes giving could be taking. Because I can give a compliment. I can give a nice sentence to someone. Why do I want to do this? Why do I have to feel the urge to say this? Because I don't want to be judged. I don't want to feel bad. I don't want to feel this other people may feel about me something bad or may say something in advance. Therefore, I'm saying this. So it's not giving. Therefore, on this, I would say, desire, we should do the restriction with the feeling, no, I feel right. I know it's my potential over there. I am not subjected to this word. I am not subscribing to this word. I am subscribing to 99% where is my desire. And if I feel this desire, I say to the atom, you know what, atom? I understand. You want me to have this desire? You are looking at me. You want me to do the restriction? I will do the restriction. Let's do it. So this is the third paradox I wanted to show you today and talk a little bit. And see you in the next video presentation when I'm going to reveal more paradoxes. All the best.